Kev and I are roommates in Los Angeles, and literally what we put on the news every morning. You know, we walk around, we drink our coffee, and we're both just standing there watching this thing unfold. And I was like, Kev, I know this is weird, but like the last like 2 days, I've woken up thinking like, how could we get to Ukraine if we wanted to? And he said,
And I was like, I just mentioned to my girlfriend, it kind of even before the actual invasion started, I was like, "Ah, man, if something happens, I feel like I need to be there. And she's like, well, what would you do? I was like, I'd figure it out.
day three, we woke up, and I was like, dog, let's get those Poland tickets. Let's do it.
I jumped on my computer. He handed me his credit card. He said, "We'll worry about it, all the monetary stuff later." And we literally booked it right then and there. Didn't have a single plan except to get over to Warsaw, drive as close to a border. We didn't even know which one at what point, and do whatever we could, however we could.
Kev had been on Reddit and Discord, and just kind of like seeing like what's going on out there. And so he was like, "Hey, there's this like group of like 6 or 8 people who they've mobilized, and they said that they're on their way."
Yeah, and these 6 or 8 people were just like us. They were everyone here that we're with were individual strangers. And besides me and Jordan were the only two that came together.
So we got here, and they're like, "Well, what can you do?" I was like, "I'm a pretty damn good driver, and I can pick stuff up and I can put it down."
Yeah.
And they go, "All right." We got really lucky. So we got here day one, and we go, "Let's go up to the border, and let's just see. Let's see what they need and see what's up." So we go up there, and we see this guy wearing a vest. He's got a fluorescent vest, and he's got a bullhorn. I was like, "Yo, that's the guy."
And he's a tall guy, like
and he's tall. And I was like, "That's the guy." I don't know what they're doing. I go, "But that's the guy. Let's go talk to him and see if he could use us." So we literally went up there. He introduced himself. We introduced ourselves, and I just go, "Hey, we can literally do anything. I can build anything you want. I can carry anything you want. I can drive anything."
Yeah, weirdly enough, we both grew up in construction, and Jordan grew up driving anything with a clutch. I was a former firefighter EMT just north of my hometown in Peabody, Massachusetts. So I had a lot of medical skills. I brought a medical kit. So between the two of us, we felt like we had a lot to offer, and we kind of presented him with that. And
he goes, "Do you have American passports?" I go, "Yep."
Yep.
He goes, "Can you drive? Can you drive cars? Can you drive a stick?" I go, "Yep." "Can you drive big trucks?" We go, "Yep."
Yep.
He goes, "Okay." He goes, "I might have something for you." I go, "Okay." He goes, "What's your number?" Give him my phone number. I don't know, 4 or 5 hours ago. He goes, "Hey, it's me. I have a shipment of cargo that needs to go into Ukraine, and it's going to the soldiers. Can you do it?" That's it.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
And we didn't know what it was. We didn't, and I go, "Yes."
Yeah.
Kev, we're going in.
Yeah, what's happening is and this is what happened in this instance, is a lot of these foreign nations that are wanting to help, for one reason or another, their drivers cannot cross over because it's outside of the EU, into Ukraine. But because of our U.S. passports, we're able to. So, sometimes we'll meet in the buffer zone between Poland and Ukraine, or we'll go, a couple kilometers in,
400 or 500
or we'll go 400 or 500 kilometers in. So it's a little bit of mixture of everything.
So we did run number one with them and drop off this massive box truck of baby formula, diapers, coats,
blankets, sleeping bags,
food, like pastas and canned foods, things that aren't going to go bad.
Gasoline, petrol for cars, like you name it, anything that
the essentials, right?
Yeah.
Take it in, and we can't go too far into detail of like where and what, just because it is wartime for the Ukrainians. But we took all this stuff in, made the delivery, unpacked everything, come back, and he goes, "Hey, that right there," he goes, "not just anybody can do that. So if you guys are up for it and you guys are willing, I'm going to use you guys." And we go, "Please."
Yeah. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That was day one. So we show up at said location and we unload this thing. It takes us a good hour. It's us, and it's literally us two and 5 Ukrainians. And we show up. They're like, "Park here. You're good. Let's go." We just start unloading.
Almost no English is spoken either. Very, very.
No words. The whole time. An hour just unload, and we're just running a chain of here.
Two big Sprinter vans. So you can imagine a full Sprinter van full of gear and equipment.
Takes 45 minutes, an hour to unload, And afterward, not one word is said to anyone the entire time, other than just like, here you go.
A human chain. Here you go.
Right?
Here you go. Here you go.
And afterwards, they take their gloves off. We take our gloves off. Everybody shakes hands. Thank you very much. And he looks at us and he goes, "We will win.
We will win."
And I was just in the work. I was like, I'm picking things up and putting things down. Like, let's go. And I forgot what we were doing.
Yeah.
And when he goes, "We will win," he looked us dead in our eyes, and I was like, we're doing this for their home. I'll be very honest with you. We told our friends, we said, look, well, we didn't really tell anybody that we were doing it because that's, I didn't post it. We didn't tell anybody. I didn't want to have that argument with anybody about, what are you doing? That's not your fight. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's humanity.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And that is our fight.